So you and I have known each other since when?
I believe you guys moved in the Highland neighborhood in 2012? Like, or 2011.
2011.
Yeah, right about this time of year, maybe early fall.
Yeah. So, okay, so if I rewind back in my mind, 2011, 2012, we had kind of we had a friendship, I would say, but it was more of like a surface level.
It was neighborly.
Yeah, neighborly acquaintance. So we found ourselves a lot of times like grilling out every once in a while, or maybe around a campfire,
Sure.
every once in a while in someone's backyard
Yeah.
or whatever. But kind of beyond that, not a whole lot. You and I started having a few more kind of spiritual conversations, it seemed like, every once in a while.
Yeah.
So that all came to a head Labor Day.
Yeah.
Through some different circumstances. And I remember listening to you at that night and feeling like this is the opportunity. So here's what I did, I remember on that night. I go, what would you think about meeting with me regularly, like on a more of a formal basis?
Yeah.
And I don't think it was a half second before you gave me your answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember
And
that?
I jumped all over. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. And then I followed up with, so here's what I think we should do. I think we should just read the Bible together, and I think we should just read a commentary together.
That was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So rewind back in your mind. What were those first few weeks like?
Sure. Normally you could imagine it to be potentially overwhelming. I mean, you've got language that is used that, whether it's within the word itself or it's within the commentary describing the word. Getting through those first initial few hurdles, it just felt good to have something that after I got through those first couple weeks, it made sense.
Yeah.
And the relevancy was just amazing.
So you would say, like, what the things that got you over that initial hurdle of, like, this is different language, this is different ways of thinking, these are things I don't quite understand. What were the things that kind of got you over that hurdle?
If I ran into a roadblock,
Yeah.
or if I ran through something that, whether it was a word or it was just a notion or it was a total principle or something, I would take that to you then.
Yeah.
And I would say, hey, I read this.
Right.
I either need help understanding this better, or hey, this is what I was thinking. This is kind of in line with what you've learned.
So a resource and a relationship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Talk to me a little bit about the change you started to see in yourself over the course of our relationship as we just kind of read the Bible together.
The big eye-opener for me was it's okay to be an imperfect human.
Like Jesus deals with real people.
Yes.
Yes.
And that taking myself off that pedestal and putting him on that pedestal and looking to him was probably the most transformable thing that happened in my life.
Yeah.
Going through that process made me realize how open my heart can be. And through that, then, it allowed me to see everything else through a different lens.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember you being a lot more at peace. I remember you being a lot more open.
Yeah.
The things that would, trip you up before couldn't anymore, and it felt like even like your desires changed to the point where you kind of met a girl.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
A great girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And in fact, you and I just talked about this last night,
Yeah.
Just the timing of all of this and who you've become. And as she's entered your life, what type of man you are now.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your story
No, you're welcome.
with us. And thanks for being my friend.
Yep. Thank you.